Hello and welcome to episode 55 of the Breaking Yarn podcast. My name is Michaeli. I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and this is my podcast where I talk about my knitting, my crocheting, and my yarn dyeing. You can find me online at breakingyarn.com or anywhere on social media at Breaking Yarn. Today I have one finished object and one whip to share with you. I also have a few acquisitions and a few baby presents that have come in that I thought you would enjoy seeing. Oh, and I also have a little bit of shop news to go over as well. So we will start with my first finished object, or my only finished object rather. I finished my Halfsies Socks Light. This is a pattern by Hannah Sandler. It's Sandmade Knits, and you knit the sock flat in tarja using intarsia, and then you seam up the other side when you're finished. And so I did the option for the Halfsies cuff, and I did hazmat suit and Skylar white, and then on the hazmat suit side I did pink teddy bear and hazmat suit for the contrast heel and toe, and then on the top of the sock I did breaking blue. I love how breaking blue micro stripes as well. It's so pretty. So Hannah was doing a knit along for any of her Halfsies socks patterns. The original pattern I believe is in DK weight, and then she came out with a light version for fingering weight, and that's definitely the version I prefer doing because I have the most fingering weight scraps left over DK. So that's why I waited until that pattern came out, and then when I saw the cowl was happening, I was like, oh, this would be a great time to knit them. It was fun. I used all Breaking Yarn colors from my shop. So it's also kind of like a great sample of like how something would knit up in my colorways as well. Obviously the yellow and Skylar are pretty like obvious, but the I think the pink teddy bear I think is probably pretty obvious too, and then the breaking blue though gives you a sample there. So that's my finished object. And now I just have one whip. Again, it's a lingering whip. It's one that you've seen many a times before. I am keeping it in my I Am the One Who Knits bag that I made several years ago. I think it was, man, it must have been like 2 years ago already. Yeah, 2 years ago already I made those. Anyways, it's holding my Stria Cardigan, which I am making great progress on, but I still have a little bit left. So here's my cardigan. And last episode, I wasn't sure if I had wanted to do 3/4 length sleeves, longer sleeves, long ribbing. I really wasn't sure what I was gonna do with it, and I procrastinated the decision until I finished all the stripes. And then once I finished that last stripe, I was like, okay, now I have to decide what I'm gonna do with the sleeve length. And I ended up doing 3/4 length sleeves with a regular ribbing and bind and the tubular bind off on that, which I think looks really nice as well. Nice and finished, not flary at all or anything, which can tend to happen with like a stretchy bind off or something. This is the Stria Cardigan by Andrea Mowry, and I am using Coin Flip is Sacred, which is the nice silvery gray all over color. And then the micro stripes, or the striping, is my 2022 Leap of Yarns Faith Advent. Leap of Faith Yarns Advent. Did I say that right? I don't know if I said that right. And I used all 24 days on the body and on the sleeve. It's since the colors start up here, these are technically in the sleeve already. And then I finished out the rest of those colors. I am happy with my decision. I had heard from several people, especially on Instagram, that said that fisherman's rib can tend to block a lot. So if I did, one person said that they did 3/4 length sleeves, and then when they blocked it, it blocked to full length sleeves. So I'm kind of like just banking on the fact that if it does grow, great, I'll have longer sleeves. If it doesn't grow, great, I'll have 3/4 length sleeves the way I net them. Doesn't really matter to me. I do have a tendency to pull my sleeves up, you know, especially like if I'm wearing it around the house or wherever I get a little hot or I'm trying to do other things. So I'm not a person that will just keep my sleeves down all the time. So I figured it would be fine to have the 3/4 length sleeves, and we'll just see what happens in the blocking process. But body is done. I still need to finish. I am working on my second sleeve right now. So I've done 3 stripes of the sleeve so far, and it's out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I've done 3 out of 14. So I still have a decent amount to go on the second sleeve, and then I will do the button band, get all these ends woven in, these crazy ends. Get those all woven in, do the button band, and etc. Then it'll be done. So that's my Stria. I also wanted to mention that for my Stria cardigan, I weighed my minis that I have left. So after I did the 3 stripes that I've done in my second sleeve, I weighed these to see how much yarn did I use for the body and the sleeves of my cardigan. I'm knitting a size 5 for that pattern, and of these I had between 16 and 17 grams left. These were 20 gram minis, and I have 16 to 17 grams left of each one, which means I've only used between 3 and 4 grams of each color, which is good news if you got an Advent that is 10 grams, or if you don't have a ton of grams, like say you used your Advent skeins for another like another project and you wanted to use up scraps in your Stria cardigan, I would say as long as you have like 5 to 6 grams of each color, that would be possible. It's like kind of wild to me. The only thing I didn't do, and I will just tell you, is I did not weigh these before I started using them at all. So I don't know if any of them could have been over 20 grams to begin with. Sometimes I think the dye that you use, like if it's really saturated or something, can make it weigh a little bit more. So that's the only thing, that's a disclaimer, I did not weigh them ahead of time. They were supposed to be 20 gram minis, and I had between 16 and 17 grams left. So that's my disclaimer. Plan your projects with caution. Okay, I haven't really decided if I want to start another project or not. I'm getting very close to my due date, and I believe this will be my last podcast episode before the baby comes. And then I'll just have to kind of play it by ear after he's here, how I can fit in podcast episodes. My husband takes my daughter right now. Usually they'll either go upstairs into his office to play quietly, or he'll take her on errands, and that's when I'll record over the weekend. So we'll just have to figure it out. The baby will more than likely not be too far away from me for a while. So we'll see how that goes. But a little bit of shop news. I finally released the Coin Flip is Sacred colorway to my shop. It is now available at breakingyarn.com. This one in particular that I'm showing you is a sock DK. And it's just this beautiful silvery gray color. And this is what I'm knitting my Stria cardigan out of in sock fingering weight. I believe all the fingering weight is sold out after the launch. I still do have a couple of skeins of sock DK and some swish DK left from that launch, but not much. So I just wanted to share that with you, a little bit of shop news. I do have a little bit more shop news as well. So the second part of my shop news is that I am in 2 brand new shops here in Albuquerque. One is called Yarning. It's in Nob Hill in Albuquerque. And Laura is the owner. She had reached out because she just had her grand opening last Friday night. And then last weekend, it was like all weekend, she had her grand opening event, and she is now carrying some breaking yarn in her shop. So that's very exciting to be a part of that and what she's doing for her store and in the community. And then also, I just sent yarn to a new yarn store it's on the west side of Albuquerque called Mariposa Yarns. I also went to their grand opening event when it happened back in March. I think it was in March. The early March, like March 2nd or something. But yeah, so I had gone to their grand opening event, and at the time they weren't ready to carry any of my yarns, but now they are. So I sent them some skeins, and I have more that I'm working on dyeing up that I will also send to them as well to complete their order. And then I'm kind of slowing down in my studio space from dyeing. I'm now 37 weeks pregnant and a little over 2 weeks away from my scheduled date. And so I am definitely feeling it physically and don't want to push myself too hard. So that brings me to this point that I actually removed all of the available inventory for my worsted weight colorways because those are dyed to order. And since I'm slowing down in my studio space and I just don't have the time, I don't have the energy, my body is really hurting a lot. And so I removed those listings from my shop. So I just wanted to let you know about that as well. I will put them back up at some point when I am ready to kind of get back into the swing of things after I recover and stuff from having a baby. So that's my shop news. I do have a few acquisitions to share with you. One of them is timely because it goes with what I got from the grand opening at Yarning. And I got a few things. I got this really pretty yarn from Perennial. I've never heard of them. It's super lime electric green. It is, let's see here, 60% superwash merino, 25% Surrey alpaca, and 15% nylon. 497 yards. So it's pretty fine. And I was trying to see, it's called Neon Lime, 329. So I got that skein. And then I also got a skein from Knitted Wit Sock. This is an 80-20, so 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. And this colorway is called Fairy Garden. And I just loved all the colors in that. So pretty. And then Lisa surprised me with this cute little bag from Della Q. It's a little see-through rainbow bag that snaps. It's super cute. And then also, I think just for the grand opening, Laura, the owner, was giving away an item when you make a purchase. And I got this little darning needle. It's inside this little envelope. Isn't that cute? Kelborn Woolens. So that's the same as this perennial brand, I think. Kelborn Woolens, yeah. So, isn't that cute? So that's what I got from there. So then my next acquisition that I got is this beautiful colorway from Purl Passion. She is in Canada. And this is an 85-15 merino nylon blend. And it was called Forever Orchid. And she dyed these up based on some flowers that her husband gave her for their anniversary, because they matched her wedding photos, her wedding colors, I think. But I just loved the different shades of purple and blues, excuse me, and pink. So I had to get some skeins of that. I also received a surprise package from Danielle of Midwest Stitches, because she had, I think, some extra fabric of this golden moths fabric that she made my custom bag out of. So she sent me the rest. She made bags and sent them to me out of the rest of the fabric. Look at that. It's like a polka dot, and this one's a zipped bag. It's huge, like literally huge. Great for like a sweater or a blanket or something. It's so huge. I love it. I loved it. And then she sent me 2 pouches. Aren't those so cute? Midwest Stitches. Shout out to my girl Danielle. She's so sweet. These are also zipper pouches with the same lining. Isn't that so sweet? She said I could do whatever I wanted with them. So I will think about it. I was gonna do like a giveaway or something, but I wanna be more thoughtful and mindful about how I do it and what I do for. And you know, since I'm so close to baby coming, I don't think right now is the best time to do that, but subscribe to my channel and subscribe to Danielle's channel too. She has a great podcast as well. And stick around and we'll see what kind of giveaway I can do for these. All right, so now I have a few baby makes that I want to share with you. So I received an unexpected package from Anna of Zebra Yarns. And first I'll show you the skein of yarn she custom dyed for me for my daughter as a winner's choice for the Zebra Yarns 4-day cal that I had won back in July. So this is the colors that I got. It's mint and purple. I love it so much. And she sent along a blue tonal sparkle mini. But I think that's so sweet. I think it's, is this 50 grams? Yeah, it's 50 grams. So it's perfect for my daughter's size and probably my size too. I still had a decent amount of yarn left over. So I wanted to share that. That was the prize I got. And then she sent me the cutest little baby makes. Look at these little booties that she made for my baby. And this is out of my Wayfair 515 colorway. Aren't they cute? The cutest little like picot edge, little ribbon ties, little footsies. Aren't those so cute? I just can't even handle it. She sent the cutest, tiniest little muscle burl hat you've ever seen. It's probably just a size she made up out of my Wayfair 515 again. Isn't that so cute? It's like the cutest little hat. And then she sent this muscle burl hat in gray and blue. See, gray. And then the other side is blue with gray. Isn't that so cute? With a gray hat, or gray, like we tilted up, then it's a gray rim. So cute. And so sweet too. And then she sent this amazingly gorgeous blanket that she made for him. Oh my gosh, look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Look at this lace, it's huge too. I just love this blanket so much. Anna, you really outdid yourself. I can't even like handle how amazing this blanket is. Like, it is so, so amazing. Look how cute. And so it matches, this blanket matches the hat that she made for him. I just think that was so cute. I don't know if she used a pattern. I don't know really too much about it, except that it's washable. Because I believe it's Cascade, I think she said. But it's just gorgeous, and I wanted to share it with you because I figured you could enjoy that too. So cute, baby Minx. He's really going to be styling this fall and winter. But aren't those so cute? I'm like, I hope his head fits this one. It stretches though, so I think it'll be fine. I might just have to make him wear it right away because he's gonna be a big baby. Oh, he's gonna be a big baby. All right, I think that's everything for episode 55 of the Breaking Yarn podcast. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you have a beautiful day, a beautiful week, and we'll see you around. Bye.